People need encouragement. People need more love. Whenever I'm whenever I'm lifting up the young people, either through my YouTube videos or in person when I'm meeting them, I'm always telling them that look, there's always a chance that you fail, but don't focus on that because there's equally always a chance that you succeed. And so go all in, man. Go all in. And the effort is worth it, not necessarily the outcome. The effort is worth it. Their eyes shine up and they begin to believe in themselves. This is so beautiful. Can't you see that? Do you do that? If you do that and you have something to share from that, share it in the comments. A lot of new subscribers, they tell me that they enjoy the comment section here. They find it really high quality. I find it really high quality. I love the people who are connecting through this YouTube medium. Look, I'm climbing stairs all the time, so bear with me with my each breath and each word in between. I do really believe and think and feel that you people are amazing. Your comments, even though I don't reply to all of them, because it's becoming increasingly hard to reply all of them, but I do read all of them, and I do reply in my head to you. Looking at my lifestyle, some people are quick to assume, as I read in the comments, that I was born with a silver spoon. And I would like to remind you again and again that it cannot be farther than truth. On the contrary, I was born with a lot of material lack. And it is a mix of luck and stubbornness on my part and a lot of hard work. Although to me, most of the times, all the hard work was chosen. I always did what I wanted to do. I was afraid all the time, but my fear was a fueling force for me. So even now, life is uncertain. Even though it looks like I have everything sorted out, I don't. And that's okay. Because until now, until the age of 36, I'm living as I would like to live. That I'm proud of myself, that I'm not sacrificing, or no, the word is that I'm not compromising on my values, on my own rhythm of life. So for luck to be in your favor, you need to be really active and connected and practical and pragmatic. So luck can easily find you. You need to be out there in the marketplace. So if luck is looking there, it finds you there. You cannot just sit and wish. But if you wish a lot, visualize it, imagine it, and do the work that needs to be done, you will see that you can live up to your own expectations. I didn't know. I grew up without a TV, without a refrigerator, without a motorbike, without a car at our home. And to imagine traveling the world, to imagine having money, savings, investments and all that was a far-fetched game, you know. But I taught myself. I didn't like institutionalized learning so much, yet I did my master's. But I've been always educating myself on things that I want to learn more. And thinking long-term helps. The first few weeks are so frustrating. You feel like you're so dumb you don't get it. But repetition is amazing sometimes. And you start to get it, you start to feel it. It starts to, every single knowledge, when you become knowledgeable in that, appears common sense. Most of the things are based on psychology and common sense. So with patience, with determination, and with the long-term thinking, you can learn things. And the more you add up learnings, the more confidence you gain, and life will show you that no matter what you plan, something else happens. But things do work out. This is mysterious. This, you cannot pinpoint how it works, but you definitely need to keep on doing what you need to do, and then you leave the rest to the universe, and the universe just wants to be there for you. It likes you, and you like doing what you do. You're just happy with the results. You like, what you're doing. And even when you give up the expectation of what will come out of your hard work, the hard work begins to pay even more only then. So do not think that someone else's life is better than yours. You can change your life. Now, I'm not saying just because I came from such a low level of economic conditions that everybody can get out of it, but it starts with knowing deeply that yes, you can, that there's no other way, this is the only way. I'm not able to convey what I mean by all that. You know, it is not about you, it's not about me, it's about curiosity for life that makes you do things you do, that makes you learn things you learn. A lot of mosquitoes biting. That curiosity for life becomes larger than your life or my life, and then you can't help but not stay low and not accept the low frequency lifestyle. You cannot simply live a mediocre life, and it's mediocre in your own opinion. So for example, my life can be called a mediocre life from many perspectives, but I feel like I live fully. I feel like I'm here, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I always give my best, even at my worst. And so you decide. I'm not calling you mediocre. You decide if you live mediocre, if you're living up to your full potential or not. Because sometimes the anxiety I feel within me, I observe it, and this is what I've come up with, my understanding of my anxiety. Something within me tells me that I'm built for more, and I'm built for something bigger, larger. It's not egoistic. I don't feel it like Hitesh is becoming big. Just life in this vessel, in this container. There's more that needs to happen. So if I lay around and waste my time and start to have thoughts that I'm wasting the moments of this life, I look into my anxiety and I realize that it's just telling me, you haven't arrived. Keep going, brother, keep going. And the moment I set on my path, anxiety is gone. It's gone with the wind. All that I walked now, the sun is really strong up here, even though it's not all the time. There are too many clouds. But feel the sun really strong. This is where I'm reaching the moment of a little bit of a test. And the masochistic side of me loves it. Oh, if I don't really get tired, if I don't really feel exhausted at the end, did I even work out? Did I even do anything? You know, even this you get used to. And as I said earlier, I think that no matter how hard you become, it'll become your baseline, and you will only feel truly satisfied when you do something harder than that. So be aware of that. Don't think that something that was making me happy before, how come it doesn't make me happy before? Because you are here to grow and evolve all the time. You are a spiral that needs to keep going upward. So the moment you stop feeling pleasant and adequate in your being, it's time to do something else. You cannot get rid of action. Every step feels like 100 meters. All right. You know, the kind of thinking that does not help you at all is that you think you deserve something, is that you believe that you were wronged and you have to take some kind of revenge, that you need to show them, that you need to prove them. You waste so much energy, and also you strengthen the idea that you were wronged. You strengthen your belief system that says you don't deserve it, that you're not good enough. People said something to you, you're carrying them for so long. Reminds me of a story. Two Buddhist monks were going around, and when they were walking beside a bank of river, they saw a little girl crying. And so one of the monks went up to her and asked her, "What happened, little girl? Why are you crying?" And she said, "Well, when I left my home, which is on the other side of the river was gentle and I could easily cross it. Now the river is flowing very strongly and I cannot cross. I cannot get home, and that's why I'm crying." The monk said, "Don't worry, I'll carry you on my shoulders." So he took her, put her on his shoulders and helped her cross the river, dropped her by her house, and then the monks continued. A few hours later, the second monk asked the first monk, he said, "Did you not realize that you just committed a sin?" He said, "What sin?" He said, "Don't you know that we're not supposed to touch women?" And the first monk said, "You know, I left that girl 2 hours ago. You're still carrying her. You're still carrying her." That's what we do. Make yourself completely afresh every moment. Every moment, write on an empty slate. Every moment is your fresh beginning. Have this attitude. Buddhists call it Shoshin, the beginner's mind. Have a beginner's mind. You will still be affected by those things, but you will learn to override those impulses and thoughts. So you need to always think of what you can do right now and what is the most important thing to do right now. Taking revenge on someone, spending your life, why would you spend even a minute taking your revenge on someone? Do not strengthen the idea of separate selves. You know, we are living all together in a soup of existence. In Romanian they say cu de toate. It's with everything. So everything is in one existential soup, and what you're doing is you're doing to yourself everything. The kind acts of deed, the kind deeds, and the hurtful deeds. You're doing it to yourself.